You ever go to a cafe and have those wonderful cream puffs with a crackling and a wonderful cream filling on the inside? Well, we're gonna take that experience, that taste, and that memory and bring it home to you with these vanilla and chocolate cream puffs. Hey, I'm Chef Kyle from Kyle's Creations, here to make simple and healthy recipes for everyday living. Click the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell for all my latest recipes. Okay, so first we're going to start with the crackling topping, which is going to be a unique mixture of ginger and coconut. So first start off with the butter. It's going in there, and we're going to cream it with some light brown sugar. With every recipe in this video, I'm going to be using the same type of sugar, so we don't have to buy a second type of sugar. And now we're going to cream that. Now we're going to go in with the flour, ground coconut, cinnamon, ground ginger, and always a pinch of salt. It's going to bring out the other flavors. It's going to look like wet sand. Okay, so once it cleans the bowl, shut that off. Take a gallon Ziploc bag and cut the ends. Take the crackling. Now the fun part, we're going to roll this out. Apply some force from the center out. It's pretty thin on here, and I'm going to freeze this for about 15 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to crack the eggs. And set that aside for later. On medium-low heat, I'm going to add some whole milk, equal parts distilled water, butter, unsalted room temperature butter, so it melts about the same time as everything else, and a teaspoon of light brown sugar, same sugar as we used before, and a pinch of salt. Okay, it's bubbling now. Let that bubble for 10 seconds. Shut this off. Now we're going to add the flour in. Add all the flour. Mix this around while it's off. Put this back on medium-low heat. Let the flour cook out for 1 minute. Okay, the frozen crackling. You go to the very edge. And we're going to freeze this until we have to use it. Okay, this is cooled off. Now we're going to add scrambled eggs, a little bit at a time. And we'll see if that's enough egg to get the right texture. And I'm going to show you exactly the type of texture we're looking for. It has that V-taper. See? Perfect. And then it drops. Pull the plastic wrap over a quart container, and we're going to add our batter right to the center. Let's get all the air bubbles out. There. And okay, everything's pushed down, and we're going to set that aside. Okay, so now the same 2-inch round. Now I'm going to get the same size for all these, and we're just going to take a little bit of flour here. Basically dust a ring, and then we're just going to continue doing that. Push everything down. Okay, so we're going to put one on each, right on top. Okay, now we're going straight to the oven. We'll bake this at 375 degrees for the first 15 minutes and then drop the temperature down. Stay bake. Now we're going to lower it to 340 and then bake that for the last 15 minutes. Okay, these are ready. Okay, so I just added the light brown sugar to the egg yolks. Now I'm mixing it together. I'm going to add the cornstarch. It's already been sifted.
on medium-low heat. I'm gonna add 200 grams of whole milk. I'm gonna warm that up. Okay, now we're gonna temper in some of the milk with this egg custard. Now everything's going in here. Okay, now we're gonna continue mixing this for a few minutes until thick. You know, the custard is fully cooked at 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, it's cooked. So there was raw egg in here, but this egg, which is already pasteurized, is gonna cook the egg. Half of this is here, and we're gonna add some chocolate to it. Actually, before we do that, I'm just gonna make sure we add some vanilla to each one. Chocolate's gonna melt right into that. Okay, now we're gonna let this cool off before we make some whipped cream.
Now I'm gonna add the heavy cream to the bowl.
One tablespoon of sugar. I want to overwhip this just like that, so it peaks. Okay, take half. Here. Okay, pour all the chocolate. Okay, pour the vanilla custard. Poke a hole in one, and I'm gonna fill it up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to know more information about the ingredients or the spices that I use for this video, please click that description box below. I'm always going to plug a new video that's similar to the previous video so you can get more creative with it. And this reminds me of another dessert recipe that uses a similar sort of mousse-like texture, and that is a wonderful chocolate mousse. This chocolate mousse uses no eggs, very easy to make, very similar to the way that I make up this whipped cream. And click that video now and stay tuned for the next episode. Take care.